There are so many things wrong with the coaching industry, and in this age of Aquarius, it's going to be forced to change. And most of those changes are going to benefit you. And I want to share some of that forecasting with you on today's podcast episode. I'm Lynn Louise, and you're listening to the Cosmic Valkyrie podcast. I think that the coaching industry is failing you, and I want to share why. Because statistics show that 80% of all coaches are not making $10K a year. That's not because you're not working hard enough. It's not because you don't know enough strategy. It's because the coaching industry is failing you. Most business coaches out there are very myopic when it comes to coaching and teaching. They're a one-pony show, and they're unwilling to step back and take a bigger picture of your business. They're not willing to step back and take a big picture view of your business and find the specific gaps you have. I think up until this point, so many coaches have been so focused on their bottom line that they lack in the teaching and leadership that is needed within their programs. Time and time again, I have joined masterminds, programs. I've even done self-led and been in the Facebook communities of the coaches. And I'm going to tell you, 97% of those coaching programs lacked. And I would watch women show up to calls in stress, anxiety, and overwhelm for paying for a high-ticket offer that was delivering zero results. And then I would hear the coaches say back to them, it's their fault because they're not working hard enough, because they're not aligned in their mindset. There is more than these one-dimensional approaches, and I think the coaching industry needs to change, and I'm here to lead the way. When I'm working with clients, I step back, I take a bigger picture. I want to see where their gaps are because that's what I'm really good at. Good leaders can identify gaps. And it's not about sitting around blowing smoke up each other's ass. It's about getting down to business. And sometimes that business is triggering. But when we can step back and take a bigger picture of what your business is supposed to look like, we can build a foundation that's going to support $1 million business, a $5 million business, whatever it is that you desire. I see a lot of really strong marketers out there trying to teach business, and then you join their programs and they're teaching the same strategy as the other coach. There's a difference between a business coach and a marketing coach. And I'm going to be straight up, I am not a business coach. I am a thought leader. But I have been working in business development for decades. If I take a broader look at your business and I find a gap that is not in my program, I'm going to share resources, coaches that can help you fill that gap. Because I'm sick and tired of watching coaches and healers struggle month after month, year after year. I can tell you that if your business is making less than $10K a year, it would not have survived this long if it was a brick and mortar. We cannot live on hope alone. We need cold cash currency in our hands because that's what the world operates on. And if you're still not making money in your business, I fear that it's because the coaching industry has failed you. They're just sitting there teaching the one-size-fits-none strategies. And then they're telling you to go out there and copy and paste it, and it's not working. That's because business is not one-dimensional. And the mindset that comes along with business ownership is not one-dimensional. When we understand the 3 pillars of business development, we can step back and be able to identify where your gaps are. You need to have a basic understanding of the physical brain. You also need to have an understanding of frequency and energy. But we also need to understand the fundamental strategies that are necessary in business building. And the beautiful thing about paradigm shifts is they can all happen simultaneously. You don't pick one or the other. Business development is not this or that. It's having all of them at play at the same time. This is what creates success that allow us to ascend and grow to new levels. But over and over, I've seen coaches burning their money on high-ticket programs that are not giving them results. I think we're going to see a decline in the high ticket programming. And those coaches that have built their business on that in a failing economic state are going to rapidly see a decline. If you have been listening to my podcast for any time, you know that I do not believe in those high ticket programs. I think they're a ripoff. I have invested in many of them. And I will tell you that I was the only one that was making six figures. The rest of the women in there were scared that they wouldn't even be able to make the payments. And week after week, I would see them crying out of stress and anxiety of losing revenue in their household because they had to pay for this program. I don't think that success needs to come at the expense of our ability to feed our family. And I've seen that over and over. This is just another box to check when it comes to the coaching industry failing you. If we do not start seeing dramatic change in this industry, I would be incredibly surprised because it needs to change. It might be failing you, but I won't. I am on a mission to empower as many women as possible to create the success in their business that they desire, whether it's 100K, 500K, whatever. I have watched women come into my program struggling for month after month, year after year, making zero money in their business, to getting inside my community and within 60 days making 10K. You don't think that's life-changing? I don't care if you're looking for an extra $500 or an extra $5,000 a month. I want to help you reach and achieve that first milestone in your business. And I don't think that you need to be paying thousands of dollars a month to get it. And I don't think you need to be sitting in a community that will not support you along the way, not be able to identify your gaps, because I'm going to tell you, you don't know what you don't know. You can't. And those of us that have created successful businesses, like my hypnosis practice, I can identify where your gaps are because I know what it took to get me here. I know the steps along the way. I know the mindset adjustments, and I know the architecture that needs to go into it. We need to stop approaching the coaching business with tunnel vision. It's not helping anybody. And in the age of Aquarius, we are all here to help each other heal, grow, and evolve. And this is going to require you to be part of a community that is willing to empower you every step of the way. I'm going to tell you, the cosmic community that I am building on Patreon and within my coaching programs, it's not just me there. If somebody can help you identify your gap, they're going to share it with you. Because I know I can't be everything to everyone, but I'm really good at what I do. That's why the people within my communities have such rapid success. Because while I do not teach business strategy, I definitely know the strategy that is needed, and I can put you on a track to where you need to go to get that information. And I'm also willing to share with transparency everything that I do in my business. As a matter of fact, right now within E10X, we are talking about building an automated system because I'm building an automated system for Patreon. And I'm taking them step by step with the mindset adjustments, with the frequency adjustments, and with the strategy that they need to create a successful funnel for themselves. This is a bonus that I do inside E10X. And then I'm sharing those recordings with my Patreon people. I don't like gatekeeping, and I see too much of it in the coaching industry. I'm not here to have success on my own. I'm here to create a typhoon of transformation globally so that women can take back the throne that we're written off of 3,500 years ago. And I know that by achieving an abundant mindset and success within your business, that typhoon grows. So there's no more of this sitting on the sidelines or gatekeeping our information, or having tunnel vision. We're here to transform lives. And that is the movement in which I am leading. If you want to be part of it, I want you to get inside my Patreon. The Cosmic Valkyrie level will unlock all of the collections. And as our business grows inside E10X, we're sharing that magic inside Patreon. so you can tune in and build your business from the foundation up. Because the problem I see a lot of coaches out there doing is they are trying to solve higher level problems when they don't even have the fundamentals in place. I want to see you stop struggling. So I want you to drop a comment if you need to. I want you to contact me in DMs, whatever you need to do to get in touch with me so that we can make sure that you're on the right track to your own personal success. And together, you and I can change the industry forever.